Okay, welcome everyone, and today we're going to go with some messages from the spirits, from the universe, and seeing what is going on in your lives. So that is what is most important, and I want to focus on this deck. This is the Alice in the Wonderland. This is one of my new decks. I have many decks, but I didn't test all of them yet. So this is some sort of a new use for this deck. I have it like since a month or two, but I didn't use it as much. And as you can see, there is a beautiful art connected to the Alice in the Wonderland by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And she is also the author from two other decks I am using. I will show you them. This Shapeshifters Oracle. This is the same artist as here, and the same is also for Shadow and Light. So these three decks literally are the same artist, and the same actually a person who wrote them. So we are going to focus on the Alice today. You already might know that these cards are bringing some sort of guidance messages. And usually I use them as some sort of guidance messages. This is the back of the cards with the hearts in different ways, or cups, I should say. They are looking like heart-made cups for me. But anyway, I am going to show you the deck because I want to make it as a review for the deck, and then making the guidance messages. So set your course. We are all mad here. I wonder what will happen next. Follow the white rabbit. Follow your own good advice. I must have prizes. Clock time. Message from a rabbit. It's always at tea time. Find a lesson. Becoming braver. Choices. No need to fear. Who in the world are you? Change it in the night. Nonsense. Such a curious dream. You're rare and free, and that is my favorite card, honestly, because of the look. Forget who you are. I have yet more, don't worry, I'm just making sure to place them all together. Shine bright like a candle. Love is not justice. Mortality. Do not drink poison. Impossible things. Painting the rose red. Falling. I want to be a queen. All in the golden afternoon. Nature communication. This is also a very beautiful card from the way the artist actually presented it. Believe. Manage to be glad. Keeping up. Never jam today. Use your time well. Investigate. Uncertainty. Lead the way. Keep your temper. The right way. Growing up. A moment's regret. Wake up. You can go back to yesterday. Belong to your own drink. Curiouser and curiouser. So these are all the cards from the deck. You can see that they have one things in common. There is an image, name of the card with their number, and below is a little motto related to the card. This is something which is actually very useful in the cards, personally, what I think is helpful. So it's giving you some sort of a message already if you want to be intuitive with your card, because some cards aren't intuitive, and as much as these cards are pretty, they are not always very intuitive for me personally. But okay, there is also a booklet which is having several special made spreads. I am going to use one of them. This one is named Look over the mirror glass, and this is what we are going to see. This spread is going to help you what you need to see and what you are ignoring. So this is what we are going to use as a collective message, And then we're going to get into separated messages for picking up as usual we're doing on the channel. So we're going to go with the collective message for See Through the Looking Glass. Okay, so the first is showing up our hidden emotions. Never jump to today. Promises that never come to be. Empty words, not living in the now. That's the card. You may see the card here. So, yeah, what we are hiding and don't want to face. That we are making promises, we don't want to keep them. We are afraid of the promises which has been ignored by the others. And that we are trying to actually move forward, but we can't, because the words have meanings, and if you are keeping your word, you're keeping everything perfect. But if you can't keep your word, it's something which is eating you up, at least for the people mostly. So it's eating you up. Words are plentiful, but these are few. Thinking that the past and the future are better than the present. Being attracted by promises of good times and abundance that might never be kept. Boasting of plenty but never enjoying it in the moment. Manipulation and withholding. Demand results in the present and work towards satisfying your desires yourself. Don't buy what they are selling. This is exactly meaning of the card. So if you want to, you're hiding from yourself that you and from the others that you don't want be promised something. You want something happening right now, right here, and you're going to work for it. Doesn't matter what is happening. And past might be better for you. You want to actually focus on the past at some point. The past was better for you. There were no promises to be broken, and yeah, you want to actually move forward, but you want to do it on your own way. So this is what this card is saying. The second card. This card is showing the hidden motivator. Why you are doing what you are doing, feeling what you are feeling, and choosing what you are choosing. This card indicates your hidden desires, drives, and what your passions are very, very deep. This is use your time well. So this card is actually making sure that every moment is counting. So you're trying to experience everything. You want your time to be full. You want to actually forcing everything into happening. But on the same time, you're afraid at some point. It's like when you're using your time, you don't want to waste it. You don't want to searching for the answers. You want answers right now, right here. People are not listening or rapidly asking for the assistance, but they are ignoring the advices. So this is exactly what is happening here. They are promising you that something will happen, but the time is clicking up and nothing is happening. And they are coming again and saying to do the same things, and it's not working. So if you want, this is your motivator. You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait for the promises. You don't want to deal with things which are actually not happening when you want them to happen. You're ignoring it. You're deciding what your time is worth, and you are simply moving forward. Doesn't matter what happens. So even if somebody is wishing to take up the great deal of your time in order to feel more important, listen to and be cared for. You need to set your boundaries, and you are setting these boundaries. This is what is motivating you. No more people who are not listening. No more broken promises. You are just ignoring that and moving forward. That's actually very, very smart here. Then we have the hidden thoughts. What we think many things without acknowledging or being aware of them. And here they are. Lay the bare for you. So here, we are all mad here. Everyone is a little different. So this is exactly this card. And this is 23 number. So if you actually, what you're thinking about, you're thinking that everyone is interesting, everyone is different, everyone has secrets, and everyone can be good and evil. And understanding that is that hiding what makes you your very, very own self is not only exhausting, but it's also robbing the world of your unique wonder. Discovering that you're a little mad and saying truth is everyone else. Embrace your eclecticness and your own peculiar genius. So this card is saying that you're accepting yourself. You're accepting that you are unique. You're accepting that you are yourself and no one else is. No one can fully understand the way you are thinking because we're all unique. And this is what you are thinking. You want yourself to be unique, and you are unique. You're accepting that. Even if people don't embrace it or they don't like it, this card is literally showing that the other side it is seen and worked with clearly. So you accept that fact. Even you don't acknowledge it or not even are aware of it, but there is so much of the self-love and self-acceptance in this card. This is what you need right now. And the next card is showing us the hidden physical needs. What you need to do for your own physical well-being. And this is, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure. Participate in challenge. Pause before action. So this is card number 2. I am going to look at this card. As I mentioned, I am not familiar with every single card in here, so forgive me when I am looking into them. So physical needs. Your physical needs are longing for some sort of an excitement. It's longing for everything what is supposed to happen. It's longing for change. Because you want the change to happen. You want to be happy, you want the change to happen. And you want to be actually excited. You want to feel emotions. You are right now, you are appearing just kind of bored, waiting and suspended and not moving anyone. Someone is very comfortable but vaguely dissatisfied. Be ready for a challenge and for the new experiences. You are longing for this excitement. You want this excitement to happen, but it's not showing up yet. So your physical needs need to be satisfied with something to do, something exciting, something which is actually going to help you move forward. So you can feel like you are doing something really, really good. And the last card, the 5th card, is showing your hidden spiritual desires. Follow the white rabbit. Curious meets opportunity. Again, so your spiritual and physical are likely similar in this point. You want to bring opportunities, break your ordinary reality, and give you the change to change your world and perception. It's like you're searching for this change. You want this change, but you're waiting when it will happen, when this change will manifest itself, and it's not manifesting, and you're still trying to look for it, trying to find it, focusing so much energy on it. But I will pull one more card because I want to actually see what you need to do to actually manifest that. Because we're all of the hiding, but we need to know what we need to do yet, what will help us in manifesting that. And for that we are getting here a card. Investigate. Okay, look closely, ask questions, think before acting. That is an interesting card for sure, as I'm showing you that this change is already nearby you, and you just need to look forward, you just need to look for it and make the decision. And to make a decision which requires you to inform yourself and think through it truly, find out as much as you can and look for the fine print. But on the same time, it's like ask questions, think, look around, and look for this opportunity. So you need to see that you have this opportunity, but you need to focus on it and find why it's not happening yet. What is blocking it? What is affecting it the same way that you cannot see it yet? Why it's not manifested? What are the requirements for it? So this is exactly what is going to happen as a collective research. And right now we are going to get into the basic ones. So choosing the decks and choosing the cards. This is also something very, very funny to do. We're going to separate today into 5 groups. I have just word feeling about the number 5. So 5 groups, 5 messages from these cards only. And I am going to read the full card meaning. This is going to take a moment. 5 for groups, and we are going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's not fitting on my desk, so just give me a moment. I'm going to show you all of them, and we are placing something so you can find the most connected one. Maybe we can look with the runes for it. We have the different runes over here. You might see them in the other video. These are the organ runes. Actually, I will read with both organ runes and the cards. So the first one, I will show it like this. This is the first one you can choose. And the second one with the rune. The third one. The fourth one. And the fifth one. So you can choose which color of the rune you want. Blue, red, black, orange or yellow. The runes also have a meaning, so we'll be looking for the meaning of the rune too. But first the card. This is the first card. Belong to your own dream. And this is going together with the rune Aspen. So, belong to your own dream. I think I'm just going to move it forward here so it can be better seen. And so I don't have to look for the card closely. Okay, you might be saying the card, I guess, because you are seeing it well. Belong to your own dream. And this is the rune for this card. Here. This one is here. So this is exactly what is happening. You want, if you choose on this first part, you're actually believing, you're fantasizing, you want to fantasize, and these fantasies are driving you forward at some point. So you want to manifest them. You want to create your own life. So I will read the meaning of the card. When Alice plaintively wonders whether everything she experienced is a part of a great dream, the same dream shared by many beings, she wonders whose dream it is. Just like Alice, we thought to be concerned about whatever we are living our own dreams, making our own mistakes, following our own hearts, or simply doing what the others believe we ought, and just making their mistakes, following what their hearts thinks is best for us, and living in their dreams. Some people are, some societies are very powerful. Our culture would like you to live a certain dream, to marry, to have home, a good job, and then die peacefully. But the dream, the collective dream, or the dream of all rulers might not be your dream. This card asks you to remember that your own dreams and wishes, and to see about what making sure they are governing our choices. Many people will encourage you to head in a certain direction and live in a particular way that nearly everyone will agree is right. But you have your own dream, a life in which you will live a little more adventurously and strangely than the others. And it is time to break free of the collective dream and live within your own. Belong only to one dream, magical soul. Belong to your own. The meaning of that card. Finding you have been following a plan and practice which is not truly your own. Deciding to take steps to live in a way that is authentic and truly your own. Rebelling. Wishing to live in your own world. No longer making decisions, staying with people or in jobs that are not part of your dream. Not being directed or governed by these desires and dreams of others. Deciding to make some big changes towards following the path that is your soul true dream for its evolution this time. So if this card is showing up, literally you have to follow your own intuition, your own path. Doesn't matter how hard it is, doesn't matter if somebody else is telling you that it's not correct, that you shouldn't be doing that, or something is wrong, or everyone else are doing this. It doesn't matter what everyone else are doing. All that matters is that you are following yourself, your true desires, whatever you feel it, and whatever you find being important for you. So this is exactly what is going to happen, and you need to stand up for your dream. And now we're going with the rune Aspen, and I'm just going to look for the meaning of this. As I mentioned before, the Ogham runes are something I just finished recently and still learning the meaning. So I'm going with my notes. Okay, Aspen. As an organ, the Aspen concerns communication and connection between the words and people, as well as in between individuals. It encourages animations and urges to get things moving, to draw in more life force and enthusiasm. It also urges you to remember that life is always moving, to draw in more life force. There is always more life, just as there is always more death. This is the balance that can be a great source of comfort and support. Listen to your inner messages and messages of the spirit. Consider advices of your elders. But you need to find your own rhythm here. So breathe in the connection you have with the infinite, trust, and take steps to restore your balance. And right now, this both and the rune Aspen, which is this rune, and this card are literally saying that you need to find your own balance between messages given by the others and others' wishes and your own wishes. You might consider their messages, you might be considering whatever you feel like or want, but you still need to actually behave on your own. You are making your own choices and no one else. So this is this calling for you. You need to find out what is making you happy, what you are experiencing, and whatever it is, you follow that. Doesn't matter what the others are thinking, doesn't matter what they are trying to show you. This is your life, your dreams, your choices, and this is exactly what you need to do. You need to restore your balance by following your own dreams and wishes, and this is exactly what is going to happen. The second card, the second group, keep your temper, and this card is coming together with birch. Okay, I'm sorry, it's dropping. So if you had chosen this card, it means that you need to control yourself a little bit, at least just a little bit, because your temper is something which is actually taking over you. Your anger is controlling you, your anger is ruling you, and it's really forcing you to move into something you don't want to do. You're running out of patience, you are trying to force things happening, and you're getting angrier and angrier all the time, and that's not what is supposed to happen. So what is the meaning of this card from the booklet? That's exactly what I am going to do, and then simply talk a little more about the card. When Alice is confronted by so much strangeness, so much that is unlike what she's used to, and even her own self is changing this way, and that she finds herself running very short of patience. Indeed, she starts to become angry. When we are thrown this way and that by life, untrained on what will happen next, there is no straight answers to our questions. Our tempers can begin to fray about the edges. We might become more irritable, short, and less patient than we would be when it's all familiar and comfortable. The caterpillar's advice to Alice is very good counsel indeed. For Alice to make her way through the Wonderland, for any of us to make our way through life, we must be aware of our temper taking over as good sense. It's natural that Alice is feeling out of sorts. She's contending with the uncertainty of her size and the loss of the sense of self she had relied upon all her young life. She needs help, but to get help, she must be patient with that caterpillar's slowness, the Cheshire cat's nonsense, and rabbit that doesn't see her for whom she is, and even more curiousness. If Alice reacts and grows angry at the creatures which in the Wonderland, she may never make her way through to the other side. This is not to say that the anger is wrong or unnatural, but when we are seeking the help of others, it is best not to get angry if they do things a little differently. Acknowledge your irritation quietly to yourself. Do not deny your response, but know that it is important for you to continue to find ways to communicate with this about you. Growing angry with them will serve no purpose at all, except to make you more lost and isolated than ever. And the card meaning. Being pushed, running out of the patient, feeling like the people about you are not cooperative, evasive compassions and bothersome circumstances. The need to keep your temper cool in check. Remind yourself you will go far further when you harness your power and use it for the right time, which is, by the way, not right now. So exactly this card is showing up that you need to be calm. You need to understand that things are moving, even if it's slow, even if it's not something you are very happy about, but they are moving and they will move. You just need to let go of this pushing energy, let go of this fire energy, because the anger is connected with the fire element. You need to balance your fire and slow down a bit. Wait, observe, and try to look for the perfect opportunity, because this opportunity will come, but you need to find perfect moment for it, to use your anger, to use your energy, and to actually get into it. And together with this card is going the bird. The bird is actually a very important rune here. This is the first one of the organ runes in total when we are starting. So this is calling you to clear out the old and the negative influences. It's renewing your energy, must be respected, but the phase of recognition and of the position that you are now in between the past and the future. It encourages self on the discipline and inner authority. Birch asks you to check your motivations and purpose, insisting that you clear away old stuck patterns and energies if the new start is to be ahead. So together, it's like you need to look for now, hold your anger, look what you need to remove from your life, what is blocking you, and simply start doing it correctly. You might need to get some more messages from the spirits about the way you want to actually move things or change things. But right now, you need to look and be calm and think what really is affecting you, not your anger, but really what else. And then you will channel this anger into actually breaking these patterns which are affecting you and making some sort of an energy for the new changes. So this is exactly what is happening there. Now the third one. The third one is the right way. And it's coming together with the black turn. Interesting choice, honestly. And why you will learn in a second. So the right way. You are actually learning and you are doing things which are positive for you. You are trying to make the situation better and you are making it better. You're trying to make change, and this change is slowly happening. You are on a perfect moment to actually do the change. So, the card. The frog footman really does get to the heart of the things. When we are pondering how to make a life dream happen, or how we are to get in, through, or to the other side of whatever issue is facing us, we might wonder if we are meant to get in all. As the frog footman puts it, we can spend a great deal of time pondering our destiny, wondering if something is meant for us, and sometimes giving it up to fate, proclaiming that it is meant to be, it is meant to be. Alice has a different approach. She doesn't ask if it's meant to be, she asks how it will be done. This practical approach might not be seem so spiritual to some. Are we not meant to go with the flow and see where the life will take us? Here, Alice knows what must be done and set out to discover how to achieve it. When this card comes to you, this is what you must do. Do not wonder if something is meant for you, nor leave it in the hands of the gods. Instead, think, how can it be done? What practical steps can you take? How can you approach the problem in order to solve it? What card can be taken? What action can be taken, and what advice can you seek? There is always a way through to the other side, but passively waiting and waiting and waiting for it to simply swing open is not as powerful as actively figuring out the puzzle and discovering how you are to reach to the other side. So ask questions, seek advice, look again, see from the different angle, think of the how. The card meaning: wanting to get through to the other side of the situation, a desire to walk through the gateway or life transition to become insider rather than remaining in the periphery. Wanting to have an impact, to be included, to be a part of the activities and have an influence on the world, a willingness to learn step by step. So you are going in a correct way, you are having correct approach, and you're slowly figuring things out, and this is exactly what you should be doing. And right now, actually, I can say only that this is also the way some spirits I'm working with is actually doing. They are giving you a part of the puzzle and telling you to figure the rest out. So no, they are not letting you just simply sit down and do it. They are forcing you to do it. So this is exactly how spirits work do. So there are things, at least the ones I am working with. But okay, the Blackthorn. The Blackthorn is reminding us that magic is the nature of the universe and that the wonders are normal reality of the world. Accepting the darkness is the first step to enlightenment, giving balance and clarity to see and acknowledge our pains and difficulties and paradoxicality, leading us back into the light. Through challenges we are born anew. After the maturing lesson of the broom, the Blackthorn gives the true power and ability to wield it well. So this is exactly what is happening here. You're called into this challenge, so you need to find the way through this challenge. You're in a challenge now, you're facing it, you're showing up that you're going to make it. You want to make it. You are forcing your way through, and this is exactly what you should be doing. So this is exactly perfect time. You need to be challenged, you are challenged, and you are facing your way just